this, I just do want to say one thing. I want to thank you all for coming, but I just want to give you a little bit of perspective for all of you that came out in your red shirts today. We have 1,300 teachers in Martin County. The millage increase that's on the ballot for half a mil will raise $11.2 million if it's approved. And that would be for 4 years. Now the difficulty is when you do something like a millage increase, if you put that money into salaries, it's a non-reoccurring expense. It's a reoccurring expense, but a non-reoccurring income source. Okay, so you need to know that. $10,000 for each of the 1,300 teachers would mean $13 million, plus the benefits would mean $15 million. So I just want you to get your hands around the perspective of what that looks like. If a millage increase is talking about 11, and a $10,000 increase for each of the teachers brings you up to 15. I do want to share with you two places that, I don't want to call them hopeful spots, but two spots that you might want to look at in the state budget. So what happens in Tallahassee is, Tallahassee decides how much we can spend to educate children all across the state. They do this so that there's some equality across the state and it doesn't matter where you live, and that every child in the state of Florida is going to get the same education. So that money is made up of two parts. One is the base student allocation. The second part is categoricals. Our total operating fund is $155 million. That's how much the state of Florida says we can spend in Martin County to educate just under 19,000 students. All right? There's one piece on the budget that's called a .748 discretionary required local effort. If that was doubled, that would generate the $15 million you're looking for. Also, if the base student allocation was increased next year by $720, that would generate the $15 million that you're looking for. But to give you some perspective and some sad news, on the other hand, that base student allocation that I said needs to go up by $720 to create that money in Martin County, last year went up by less than 50 cents. So I feel for you. I think that there's a lot of educational pieces that you need to see of how this fits together. And what happens to budgeting and what happens and how it's coming to us from Tallahassee. So thank you all for coming and we appreciate it.